There was a time when Marc-Andre Ter Stegen was rock solid for Barcelona. With him between the sticks, the backline was more secured than the White House. He wasn't just a goalkeeper, he was the wall, stopping anything and everything from getting into the goalpost, dropping masterclasses, pulling off top-notch saves, earning comparisons to the greats. Ter Stegen was a reference point for young keepers around the world. He was a key part of Barcelona's dominant era, a silent warrior behind the scenes. One of the best ball-playing goalkeepers football had ever seen. Calm with the ball at his feet, comfortable with it in his hands. He could turn defense into attack in a heartbeat. In 2022/2023, he won the Zamora Trophy, keeping 26 clean sheets, one of the best records in La Liga history. His reflexes were elite. His saves? Miraculous. He wasn't just keeping balls out. He was rescuing Barcelona week after week. But then, the wall began to crack. Suddenly, something shifted. After a string of humiliating defeats, Ter Stegen wasn't himself anymore. Injuries crept in. What followed? Rust. Poor form. Then came the errors. Silly mistakes that just weren't like him. He lost command of his box. He started conceding easy goals. And something even worse happened. He became stiff. It was like watching a shadow of his former self. He used to throw himself across the goal like a gymnast. Now, he was rooted to the spot. Shaky, nervous, almost afraid to dive. There were moments where shots would come in, and he'd just freeze. Fans began calling him Ter Statue, not out of cruelty, but frustration. There were even whispers that he had lost confidence in his body, that his previous back issues made him tentative, too careful. He wasn't commanding anymore. He was hesitant. He used to inspire belief. Now, he triggered anxiety. And when you're one of the highest paid players in the squad, and you start costing points rather than saving them, hate starts to grow. Fans turned. What once was love became ridicule. Every missed dive, every flapped cross, became a meme. From the north end of social media, Ter Stegen became a punchline, trending for all the wrong reasons. He wasn't just criticized. He became the most hated player in Barcelona. But should all the blame fall on him? There were times he had an unreliable defense, exposed, disorganized. But the truth is, he was underperforming. And when you're one of the club's highest earners, fans notice. The fans came for him. The media didn't spare him. Stegen out began trending. His stats dropped, one of the worst clean sheet records among top La Liga keepers. Ter Stegen wasn't just out of form. He became Barcelona's public enemy number one. Whispers turned into boos, support turned into slander. For a club that once saw him as their rock, he became the most hated player in Barcelona, a shadow of the man fans once adored. He wasn't just present in Barcelona's recent European humiliations. He had a hand in all of them. Like they say, attack wins you games, defense wins you trophies. But with Ter Stegen in goal, there were some trophies you could no longer reach. Most fans now argue, if Barcelona had Ter Stegen in goal this season, they would have gone trophyless. Even after returning from injury, Barca stuck with Szczęsny. Barcelona has sent a message. The fans don't want him, the club doesn't need him. Not only is he underperforming, he's also suffocating the club financially. It's the end of an era. A new chapter is about to begin, and sadly, Ter Stegen doesn't seem to be in it. From hero to scapegoat, from the wall to the statue, the most criticized man at Camp Nou. Maybe it's true what they say. It's best to leave when the ovation is loudest, because once the crowd turns, there's no saving grace. Ter Stegen's downfall is a football tragedy, not just because he declined, but because he stayed too long.
But as one chapter closes, another begins, and Barcelona isn't just moving on. They're planning ahead. Meet Joan Garcia, a 24-year-old goalkeeper from Salent, Catalonia, who joined Espanyol at age 15 and has just signed for Barcelona from their city rivals after the $25 million release clause was triggered on June 18, 2025, penning a 6-year deal until 2031. He wasn't a bench warmer. Last season, he played every single minute of La Liga, making him one of only 2 keepers to do so, and was the league's busiest goalkeeper, recording 146 saves. At 1.91 meters tall, Garcia combines excellent aerial dominance, fearless one-on-one reflexes, and a commanding presence in his area. His shot-stopping prowess was officially recognized. He won La Liga's Save of the Month twice consecutively in February and March 2025, becoming the first ever keeper to do so. Off the pitch, he made it clear. Guaranteed first-team status and a hassle-free registration were non-negotiable. Messages that underline his ambition and the club's belief in him. The numbers back it up. He boasted PSXG difference of plus 6.7, meaning he saved significantly more goals than expected, a mark of elite-level impact. Despite interest from Arsenal, Manchester City, Aston Villa, even Napoli and Bayer Leverkusen, Garcia chose Barca, drawn not only by the opportunity to be the new number 1, but to be part of a long-term project at the heart of Hansi Flick's rebuild. Joan Garcia isn't just a replacement, he's a statement. A statement that Barca's next wall might already be lining up behind the posts at Camp Nou. One door closes, another opens. And with a $25 million bet on a 24-year-old from Espanyol, Barca is clearly making a statement. So what do you think? Is Ter Stegen's era finally over? Will Joan Garcia live up to the billing and truly become the new wall Barcelona needs? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if you're excited for the new era, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth football breakdowns, hot takes, and insider insights. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Força Barça.